For today, I will be sharing with you my thoughts about the company, the pros and cons of working in 25. Hey there, it's me, Leri. If you're new here, I create content related to teaching ESL and public speaking, so if you're interested to learn more of those things, then keep on watching. A lot of you have been asking me if 25 Hoon is really a good company, and so I came up with this video. This is my honest review in my 5-month stay in the company. But just a disclaimer, these are all based on my personal experience and how the company have dealt with what I have experienced. I started teaching last March this year. I will be sharing with you the application process down to the concerns that you might have, like booking system, penalties, payment issuance, salary, and all those that concern you. Because as an ESL teacher, it is really important for us to know about those things that make up a good ESL company. So I made a list here discussing all of those. I will list them down in the description if you want to know the specifics. First off is the application process. So first you have to submit an application form through their website. I will link it down the description. And upon submission of the requirements, if you haven't received an email within a week, it means that you have not passed the initial review. Third, kung wala silang issues doon sa requirements mo, you will proceed with the interview. Interview will only take 20 to 30 minutes of your time. Mabilis lang siya actually. Fourth is the demo. It will take around 30 to 40 minutes depending on the evaluator. Sometimes even less than that because the evaluator is just after your teaching style. Fifth is training. I don't know why they call it training because it's not really a hands-on training for me in my case, because it was more like an orientation on how you'd go about the platform, on how will you handle your students. It's just like a mini orientation that will go on for 3 hours. So for me, kasi with my previous company, training is like a hands-on training wherein there's a trainer that will ask you to demonstrate another lesson so that mag-guide ka niya habang ginagawa mo yung lesson. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Okay, second on our list is booking. Ang daming nagtatanong kung marami daw bang students dito sa 25 Hoon. So for me, if I'm going to compare it with 5-on Talk, 5-on Talk has more students. Maybe because the company is more established already. Maybe that's why. But the good thing about it is you can open a minimum of 2 hours. So yun lang yung requirement nila a day. So it could be Mondays to Fridays. Kahit walang weekend, that's fine. Also, I just want to share my experience. When I started, I opened 7 o'clock to 7:25, 7:30 kasi may 5-minute break in between, right? So 7:30 to 7:55 and then 5-minute break, and then 8 to 8:25, 5-minute break, 8:30 to 8:55. So that's like 7 to 9 p.m. 4 classes. And out of 4 classes, I only got 3 booked classes. So that was for my first day. And then on my second day, I got 2 out of 4 opened classes. Third day, I got 1 out of 4. Fourth day, I got 1 out of 4 again. Fifth day, I got 4 out of 4 booked classes. So yeah, that's just to share my experience. Kung sakaling nagtatanong kayo kung mataas ba yung booking rates, ganyan. But on my 4th week, just to share, I tried opening 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. pero 2:30 and 7 to 9 p.m. lang yung na-book, unfortunately. That was already on my 4th week. Kaya, pinalik ko na lang siya sa 7 to 9 p.m. And I continued working with 5-on Talk during that time. Thankfully, I always get fully booked in 5-1 talk, so that's not a problem. Meron pa ring source of income, even if it's not peak hours. Also, there's this student who is obviously from 25 Hoon because he pretends that he's a younger student, but his voice is kind of really mature. So, napansin ko na, I think this guy is just observing my lessons, but he's really an adult already from 25 Hoon. So, this guy will give positive feedback for you. This is a good thing about 25 Hoon, by the way. And he'll leave positive feedback for your class so that other students will see the comment of this guy and will book you. Syempre, the comment or the feedback of this guy from 25 Hoon is honest, but he will focus more on the good sides of your teaching style or on the good points of your teaching style. And dahil nga booked class siya, the lesson is paid, even if he's from 25 Hoon. Another good thing is they have regular teachers. Kapag sinabing regular teachers, you will have regular students. And unlike the other ESL companies, hindi iba-iba yung schedule ng regular student mo. So, bibigyan ka nila, for example, my regular student's name is Chelsea. So, Chelsea, ang magiging consistent schedule now with me is, for example, 7 to 7:25. Consistent yon. Hindi siya pwedeng pumasok sa 8 to 8:25 or 9 to 9:25. So the good thing about that is you don't have to worry if ever na mabubook ba yung schedule mo, mabubook ba siya or hindi, because you have a consistent student. And the good thing of having regular students, I'm sure you're well aware of this, is hindi ka na kailangan mag-build ng rapport with another student. Kasi you already know what your student wants, you already know what your student needs and what to improve on. So, maganda talaga kapag may regular students ka. The downside is, kapag kailangan mong mag-absent, there would be a sub-teacher, of course. And if that sub-teacher is better than you, then your regular student might want to transfer to that teacher. So, kailangan mo rin silang alagaan. And that means kapag lumipat yung regular mo, you will lose the incentive kasi may incentive for every regular student. I will share it here. So, for every student, you have $5 per month. Kapag na-retain mo yung student na yun within a month. For 2 regular students, you have $10 per month. If you have 3, you have $20 per month. 4 students, you have $25 per month. 5 students, you have $30 per month, and so on. But this only applies to regular teachers. Short story, I started teaching last March through this year, and they offered me a promotion, thankfully, because I did my best in my first few days kaagad. Kasi I wanted to attract more and more students. So yun, they appreciated it. As I've mentioned nga, merong nag-observe who is also pretending to be your student. So, yun. And once you're a regular teacher, there will be an increase on your salary. Slight increase lang naman, but it still counts, diba? So, basic pay is $3 per hour. That's 150 to 151 pesos. And your increase will be $3.1. So, from 150 to 151, it will become 156 pesos per hour. I'm not saying that that's my rate, I'm just sharing that ganon yung increase. And before, I saw this post from their ads na there is $3 to $12 per hour. I don't want to mislead anybody. I'm putting here the list for the salary. 25 says $3 to $12 already include the incentive, so I just want to clarify it here. So if you have less than 1,000 classes, your salary will stay at $3 per hour. From 1,000, your salary will increase to $3.1. Again, pwede kayong ma-promote agad from being a normal tutor to being a regular teacher. Mag-increase siya agad to 3.1. And then the list goes on. So if you have 20,000 classes, that's only the time that you'd have the salary of $4.3. So, pag-isipan nyo if you still want to apply. For the peak hours of 25 Hoon, the admin says that it's 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I just want to share this experience that I had. Kapag nag-cancel yung regular student ko, hindi agad siya mabubuk ng ibang students who are not regulars. I think that's because naka-block off yung schedules nila. And so, what I did out of curiosity, okay, so this was the scenario. Meron akong regular student at 8 o'clock in the evening. And then, the class got canceled. So, parang 7 p.m. na or 7:30 na, hindi pa siya nabubuk ng ibang students who are not regulars. So yun, I asked if my schedule was opened to other students, and then they said, oh yes, we just opened it. So yun, parang nasasayangan lang ako kasi imbis na open siya to all other students, naka-block off pa rin siya unless I asked. So yun, kung di ko tinanong, makakalimutan nilang i-open. So yun, you just have to be proactive. Ang alam ko kasi with 5-1 Talk, kapag nag-cancel yung isang student, magpa-prompt sa ibang students na regulars mo na nag-cancel yung student na to. Example, Amy is my regular student and her schedule is at 8 p.m. Pag nag-cancel si Amy ng 8 p.m., may magno-notify sa ibang regular students ko na, hey, nag-cancel si Amy, pwede nyo i-book. So, may magbo-book right away. Yun yung difference na na-compare ko. And next naman is payment issuance. So payment issuance on the 15th. They issue payment on the 15th of every month. Okay, so honestly, natatagalan ako dito. For example, for the span of August 1 to August 31 sa September 15 ko pa siya makukuha. And I actually raised this concern to the admin, to the manager particularly. And maybe in the future, they will explore on this. But for now, they want to stick with the policy. Also, another thing that I have observed is wala silang breakdown of the numbers of your classes. So what I do is I make my own Excel sheet and then I list down all my classes there kung naging successful ba or kung absent ba yung student. Just so I have a record of my own. So I could check kung tama ba yung salary na ini-issue sa akin. Ano pa ba? And according to them, the most ideal platform for payment issuance is PayPal. Since they mentioned that yun yung i-discuss natin. So, the good thing about that is, in calculation, kung $3 per hour ang rate mo, you'll work for 5 hours for 20 days. So, that's equivalent to $300. If it's over $300, 25 Hoon will shoulder the sender and receiver's commissions. But if it's not over $300, PayPal deducts 4.5% of your salary at malaki din siya. Dito ko para kita niyo yung computation here. Let's say I earn $120 for the period of August 1 to 31. I'm not saying that this is my salary. I'm just giving an example. I will receive the payment on September 15. So $120, that's like equivalent to 6,060, roughly around that. Minus 4.5% of $120, that's equivalent to $5.39. So kapag kinonvert mo yan sa peso, parang ganito, 6,060 minus 272. 272 yung 4.5% ng 120, diba? Medyo malaki din. That's equal to 5,788 pesos. Yon. If you're okay with that, then go for it. Kung hindi, you know what to do. I'm not discouraging you kasi kapag naman over $300, iso-shoulder na daw ni 25 Hoon yun. But you need to open 5 hours for 20 days para ma-achieve yung salary na yun. Yan. Just weigh your options. Okay, another thing about the company that I want to highlight is their penalties. They're not quite strict about their penalties. It's a good thing that they're very considerate and they have reliable tutor support. So every time nagkaka-problem, they will assist you in any way they can, as fast as they can. So just message them through Skype and they will join the classroom right away to help you troubleshoot whatever is the problem with the students end or from your end. They will help you figure it out. So yon, here's the chart of their penalty system. Okay, again, the admin is very kind and considerate. You just have to play fair also. So yon, wag mo namang abusuhin yung pagiging considerate nila, so that they won't be strict next time around with you. Next is virtual classroom. They have pros and cons also. For me, it is complete, it is user-friendly. There's a chat box that you can use with translator. You can attach PDF files, pictures, YouTube videos. You can also share your screen. You can share the entire screen or just a portion of your screen or a Google tab. Yon, you can play around with it since the platform is like a free platform, not like 5-on-Talk or some ESL companies that has limited accessibility when it comes to their platform. You can do a lot in their virtual classroom. So I've mentioned that you can upload your PDF file, so you can create your own games. If you want to know more game ideas, just watch this video I created. This one is for young learners. And there's another video that I created, that one is for adults. So it depends on the kind of student that you have. And since you can drag and drop pictures, you don't really have to print out teaching aids or download camera effects. You just have to drag and drop or copy paste the pictures onto the whiteboard, and then it will automatically upload. So another good point. But the downside is there are times that the student cannot hear or see the video. If that happens, just to refresh, and I ask my student to refresh also from his or her side, and then it'll be okay. Kung hindi pa rin mag-work, again, just contact tutor support. So yeah, overall, that's my honest review about the company. Good points about the company. I would say that their students are really kind, polite, and even their admin, they're really accommodating and they respect their teachers, and they're very appreciative of your work. If you perform well, then you might get a promotion right away. And I just want to remind you that all ESL companies have their fair share of pros and cons. So wala namang perfect company, right? I would also like to share another ESL company next time. It actually pays more, so I want to share it with you also. Please stay tuned because I'll be posting more contents related to teaching English as a second language, and I will be posting more videos about ESL companies. I will also be collaborating with an ESL teacher who has more experience than me, and maybe you can learn a thing or two from her. So please hit that subscribe button down there and click the bell button so that you'll be notified whenever I post new videos on this channel. Let's build each other up and learn together every day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! If you liked this content, please let me know. You can leave a comment down there. And if you haven't yet, please click subscribe button so that you'll be notified whenever I post new videos on this channel.